talk about the Change the World Challenge. What motivated you to establish this student idea competition in the first place?
Well, when I went to Rensselaer, one of the things that made me aware that I could start a company, as I mentioned in the talk yesterday, is because I saw these other kids that were also starting companies, maybe a couple years ahead of me. Mark Rice, was it his brother Phil Rice? It wasn't Mark, I can't remember. But he started I think this Power Kinetics company that did solar.
I think that was Phil. I'm not positive. Now you got me confused, but you're right.
I think Phil worked with they worked together or something. I can't remember. But anyway, they started this company together, and they were running that, and there were articles in the Poly, in the day, talking about that and talking about the incubator space that was starting up, and it just raised the awareness that hey, there's alternatives, there's another path. The road less traveled perhaps, but at least a very, very interesting road. Options, making these options available to people, really, it's an eye-opening experience to think, hey, this can happen. It has happened. It could happen to me. I could be part of this. So when I saw that happening, I thought, well, that maybe this business plan development thing at Pierre Vetti's class, maybe this could lead to something. And so and Pierre had in his class basically this business plan competition amongst all the students. Very well constructed, little ecosystem there to get people's juiced up about the possibility of starting a business. And so for me, what I wanted to do with Change the World Challenge is create that environment where people are aware that there's options, that they don't have to just go the path of working for one of these great employers. They come to campus, all these fabulous companies, these Fortune 500 companies. They come and try to hire the students away. That's an option for people. That may be the best option, but the entrepreneurship option is also an option, and it's an option from day one. It's an option even as they're students to drop out. Drop out. Go ahead, students. Drop out of being a Rensselaer, and continue with your dream. It's worked for a lot of other kids.
Sure.
Dell and Michael Dell and Bill Gates and did Bill Gates complete? No, he dropped out.
No, he dropped out.
Ross Perot, and it just seemed like all the billionaires on the planet.
Some didn't go to college. The Ted Turner's of the world.
Yeah. So
it does happen.
Create a sense of urgency about this thing, and also an awareness. You can do it from day one. You can actually do it early in your life, and I did it. It hasn't been bad for me. I mean, I had a lot of work experience before. It's not like you can do this without having any sort of experience. I had my 10,000 hours of programming computers by the time I was 20 or something. So I had worked professionally. I had done the co-ops. I'd done all of that. So be engaged. Develop your talent, develop your technical chops. But then when you have those, dive into entrepreneurship. So that's what I think the Change the World Challenge, hopefully does for people, is it guides them down a path where they can see, hey, I'll do this Change the World Challenge idea. Maybe I follow that up, spend a little bit of time, develop that model out, and maybe do a business plan or just do a seed accelerator program like one of these Techstars, Y Combinator, China Accelerator style programs, and then go from there.